Hey everyone, it's Bert. I'm back. Another episode of me being me, Bert being Bert. Um, First of all, thank you all so much for the feedback and the support that you all have given me. Hey, this isn't easy. It looks easy. It's fun, but it's not so easy because it's sometimes I'm just putting myself out there and some, as my episodes go on, you'll see. But listen, hey, thanks so much for following. Thanks so much for supporting. We go on. But it's funny, one of the things that I've heard, feedback is, or it's just, dude, you have some technical difficulties. I'm like, yeah, I did. As I said, I'm finding my way. But the reality of it is, I'm gonna leave those technical difficulties there, because that's life, right? You don't always get that second chance. Everyone's looking for perfection, perfection. Hey man, make sure you do this, make sure you do that to make it perfect. You know what? Secret for you. Perfect doesn't exist. I know. Calm down. Perfect does not exist. Okay? So, in our efforts to perfection, we end up making things worse sometimes. I will never forget. I look back on my life, and there was one key point and one key moment in my life where I really thought about perfection. We had gone to the beach with the girls, my daughters, when they were much younger. We're out there, and they're just excited to be by the ocean, and they're looking at all the water. And say, "Hey, Dad, let's find some seashells." That is a tongue twister. Let's find some seashells. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do that. I'm excited because I know I love seashells because they're beautiful. They're like a nature thing. I love it. And they're walking along, and they find one. They're like, "Dad, this is the best seashell I've ever seen in my entire life." And I look at it and it has like a little chip. I'm like, "Nope, looking for a better one." They, "Dad, here's the perfect seashell, it's the best seashell." I see it and it's just a little, disfigured. Nope, look for another one. And I start thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, dude, uh, that's a life lesson for you. Because here I am, big adult. I'm looking for perfection. I'm looking for that perfect seashell, the ones without blemish, without any chips, without any cracks, without any breaks, without any animal residue still left in there. Yuck. Yeah. Uh, but here my kids are. They saw something beautiful by their perception of it, and here I come, and just bang! No, it's not perfect. And I'm saying that to say this: we should look at perfection differently. We should look at it from a standpoint of what's perfect for us, not what's perfect based on what other people want of you or what their vision of perfect is. Because, like I said, there really is no true perfect or perfection. It's all about the individual. We all need to look at things from our own point of view. It goes back to the whole focus thing, right? So we all need to focus on what matters to us, what makes us who we are, what's important to us, and what's here I go again, still can't talk, our perception of perfect. Okay? So as we look at all this and as we listen and I get my feedback and people are, and hey, I love it. Keep giving me the feedback. But understand my perception of perfect may be slightly different than yours. And that's okay. We all need to accept that. It goes back to, we all look for the perfect life, and we all look for things that we have to continue. We have to strive. We have to move on and all these things, striving for perfection. Sometimes it's okay to not be perfect. I'll never forget. I was at a customer account once, and one of the challenges of being an ultrasound tech, you are a perfectionist. We are all perfectionists. We are all looking for that perfect image. And the guy looked at me and said, "Hey, Bert, let me tell you something. The enemy of good is better." I was like, "Huh?" And I'm like, I get it. Sometimes it's as good as it's going to get. And the more we try, the more frustrated we become. Sometimes we just have to stop, take a deep breath, and accept that things are the way they are and they won't get any better. That's this particular situation, that's as good as it's going to get. And so, what I've learned over my life, it's okay to strive for perfection, but understand that perfection is not the same for everybody. But more importantly, sometimes things are what they are. They will only be what they're going to be, and they're only going to be as good as they're going to be. So as I go through my episodes and all that stuff, some will be your idea of perfect. Probably not, but they're all my idea of perfect. Because it's me, it's who I am, it is what makes me me. So with that, I leave you guys with this. Understand that perfect is a myth. Understand that what really matters is what really matters to you. And what really matters in your happiness and what really matters in you achieving the things you want to achieve. Don't be bogged down with what society says. Don't be bogged down with what your friends and family say. If they don't jive with what's important to you and what your idea of perfection is and what your idea of good is, then it doesn't matter. Do you and be happy. Peace.